Of course, recently, the White House made a historic decision. They decided to move aside the United States flag, a symbol of our nation's freedom, our nation's liberty, the wars that have been fought, the sons and the daughters that have been buried beneath that flag. And they moved that all aside to make space to more prominently display the transgendered flag. Take a look. There it is. Yes, right there in the center. It's kind of unbelievable. And as if that wasn't enough, Joe Biden and the First Lady also hosted an event to celebrate Pride, complete with a Pride party that was thrown on the White House front lawn, where they welcomed hundreds of LGBTQIA community people to the White House to show that this administration has their back. And it might be worth noting now that when this administration entered the White House, it was with a certain promise, tweeted by then presidential contender Joe Biden on the evening before the election. He tweeted this: "Let's restore honor and decency to the White House." Honor and decency. Okay, let's see how he delivered on that promise at the Pride celebration. Take a listen.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you.
Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Year. Happy Pride Life.
Yeah!
Transgender children.
You are beautiful.
You are heard.
You belong.
You are understood.
You are loved.
And you belong. One of the bravest and most inspiring people I've ever known.
You're welcome.
Good folks.
Can we take a little video? Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor. Trans rights are human rights. Oh, it's a video.
The monument's in the back, right?
Gay news.
Are we topless at the White House?
Yes, you're probably wondering, did I hear that correctly? Yes, you did hear that correctly. Did I see that correctly? Yes, you did see that correctly. Topless at the White House. They decided to take their tops off. And now, before you grow irate at this particular individual who did that, let's at least hear what that trans individual who goes by the name Rose Montoya has to say about it upon reflection. Take a listen.
Conservatives are trying to use the video of me topless at the White House to try to call the community groomers, etc. And I would just like to say that, first of all, going topless in Washington, D.C. is legal. And I fully support the movement in freeing the nipple, because why is my chest now deemed inappropriate or illegal when I show it off? However, before coming out as trans, it was not. All you're doing is affirming that I am a woman.
See, I don't know about you, but I actually deeply appreciate Rose's honesty here. Rose isn't pretending to feel bad or inappropriate. It's not like Rose is saying, I got a little bit ahead of myself. I got caught up in the moment. Nope, no shame about going topless with large surgical implants in front of our nation's supposed to be most revered building. Because, as Rose says, it's legal. And everybody knows that if you can do something, you should definitely do it. For example, you can, as we just saw, wear leather BDSM straps in public and twerk in front of minor children. So that must mean, since it's not illegal, you should definitely do it. You can, as one example, wear bondage straps and masks out in public all the time, everywhere, if you really want to. There's no law against that sort of behavior. So you should definitely do it, right? Is that how our morals are being guided now? If there isn't a law that stops us from doing something, then it must mean that it's somehow okay. It's also not against the law as a parent to tell your extremely young child that his daddy has a penis and then put it on the internet. You can do that. I know, because someone has done that. Take a listen.
Hey, Journey. Did you know that daddy's trans? Did you know that daddy's trans? Do you care? You do? How much? A lot? Did you know that daddy has a vagina?
Vagina?
Yes.
Oh. It has vagina?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Good talk.
Now, we don't see the child in that video, but judging by the fact that they are struggling to pronounce the word vagina, we can deduce that that child is extremely young. But as I stated, that man's name, by the way, is Caden, and he was also at the White House celebrating LGBTQIA awareness and pride. It's not illegal to put your child on the internet and talk about those sorts of topics, which brings me really to my sincere questions to lesbians and to gay people and to any person that is flying that flag like Joe Biden is flying that flag on the White House. When you look at all of this stuff and you see what's going on, is this really about inclusivity? I want you to be honest. Is this really about trans people just being allowed to exist? Is that what existing means to you? Because I exist, I would want you to acknowledge that I exist, and I don't believe that existing means me getting down to my underwear and leather straps and twerking in front of children, and forget children, twerking in front of adults in the public. I'm asking you, do you honestly believe, truly in your heart, what Joe Biden said on that stage, that you represent the bravest and most inspiring people that he, the commander-in-chief of our armed forces, the person who greets caskets as they arrive overseas with the bodies of soldiers that have died overseas under the flag. Do you believe him when he says that it is you, though, that are the bravest and most inspiring people that he has ever known? You think that that's honest? You think that that's what he truly means in his heart? Or do you think that there might be another agenda here? It's a question, and I want you to genuinely answer it.